Alright guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at these little XL Homelites and debating, were they really that bad? Were they really just a cheap homeowner saw? Or did they actually have some quality features? We'll start with these two early saws. This one is probably a 1977. I think they came out in 77, the XLs. So this 77, really early one. All metal case. Got the metal handle, got the 10-inch bar. This is one of the earliest XLs that was around, has the earlier style muffler. So this is one of the super early ones. This is the early Super 2. I'm pretty sure the Super 2s came out in 74 to replace the XL2. Or somewhere around then. I can't really read that tag. But these are earlier saws than this XL. They were good. And this is the early one that had the different style caps on it, like the inside thread caps. And these XLs have the outside thread caps. So yep, them's a good saws. And this has Homelite on the other side. It's a little dirty. Yeah. All these saws are runners. Yep. Move on to some later ones. These saws here are a little later. The earliest one here is probably this 1978 XL. Cool old saw. And it's also metal, but it has the black handlebar on it. And these had a black bar and chain originally. Just a little later, a little different. Still have the earlier style muffler, and still have the shorter handle on them. This one is a plastic case. Has the handguard on it. This one was made probably mid-80s, 85. 84, 85, something like that. There's a bar cover on it. Pretty clean shape. Cover back on. This is a unusual to find Homelite 190. Didn't make many of these. This saw was made 1980. And it has the power sharp system, or the Sharp-O-Matic. Call them Sharp-O-Matics on these. And yep, these are good saws. I see they came out with the longer handle for the later saws. Still metal case. Have two triggers. That would disappear on the later ones. These saws here, the last of the metal saws was a VI Super 2. This saw was made in 1981. These were the last of the metal case saws. Vibration isolation on them. See, these came out with the later style muffler on them. Has a little guard around it. So, very cool. These saws, this little XL here, it was probably late 80s. See, this plastic handle, plastic top, and these have a little screw on top. The older ones have a little clip-in top, and I prefer these because you can just screw it in. They don't break as easy. And this one has none of the, oh, it looks like it did have it at one time. Just got busted off. Yep, and these have the regular thread-on caps. Still good little saws. And here's the later Super 2. This saw here was made in 1987. Pretty sure that saw's in 87 too. Yep, this was 1987. Later Super 2. Just the same as the XLs, really. That was a handguard. just higher CC. It seems like the case is a little bigger on them. Maybe not. Yep, that's them. Back with another set. Okay, so the rest of them are duplicates of later ones. So we're not going to talk about them because they're just the same as the other ones. Talk about this late one. This is 1992 Homelite XL. Has the primer bulb. And just the whole case is made look more modern and stuff. Has some newer style kill switch in them. Different carburetor. Different oil setup. Some of them had a little oil adjuster right here you turned. This one just has the primer bulb, and the ones that had the oil adjuster over here had the primer bulb on the cap. They made a Super 2 that looked like this. And they made a 180 Classic. No, the 180 Classic was like the little XLs like this. It said 180 Classic. I'll put pictures up of it. And a little LX30 Bandit that came like that and in black. And this is a Homelite 200 Classic. They made it look like this. And I'm pretty sure some of those came with chain brakes. Maybe some of the Super 2s also did. I think those are Canadian ones though. Yeah, they made these in Canada also. They're real popular. They were cheap. Like a brand new in 77. They were like $100. These probably got a little more expensive. These have a little throttle lock on them. Not many people know what that is. That's a little throttle lock. You just click. Kind of hard to do with one hand, but you just click it up like that. That's a little throttle lock. So, clean saw. We'll fire some of them up here and let you hear them run. So were these really one of the worst chainsaws? I don't think so. They got a bad rap, but they're really good. I like them. I know a bunch of people that hate them. They don't like them. I know just a handful of people that actually like them. But let me know what you think. Do you think they were a good a small firewood saw thrown in the back of a truck saw? Or do you think it's just a piece of junk to let on the side of the road?